LEGO just released the brand new 327th Clone Troopers Battle Pack. And apart from the price, this is a really great set. You get some awesome Clone Trooper minifigures and a couple of solid builds. However, like its predecessor in the 75280 501st Legion Clone Trooper set, the ATRT in this is once again rather oversized. In this video, we're going to be going ahead and doing a fun alternate build using pieces from one of the 75431 sets to make a much more to scale accurate ATRT build. If you're interested in building this yourself, there'll be free instructions at the end of this video, so definitely check those out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started and see what I can build. And here we have it, the size accurate ATRT build. On the left is the original set, and on the right is my alternate build of the ATRT. Now, not only, as I said, is this using just one of these brand new sets, but specifically only using parts found in bags 2 and 3 of the set, which are parts for the ATRT. So if you buy this set, you can easily build this alternate build of the ATRT and still have that bag 1 of Spider-Droid parts untouched. So luckily no parts are needed from that to make this ATRT. Again, there are a couple sections that could become a bit more accurate, more detailed using Spider-Droid parts, but I really kind of wanted to stay away from that. Alright, let's go to start off taking a look at the ATRTs. I got some Clone Troopers here for a bit of a size comparison. The original set, while much smaller than the 501st Legion Clone Troopers ATRT, it is still significantly oversized. You can see it is right at the height of kind of the bottom section of the leg for that Clone Trooper, while the alternate build ATRT here on the right is right at almost the height. The legs are almost kind of at the same height as the Clone Trooper. Now this is technically maybe slightly larger than the ATRT should be in universe, but I'm still pretty happy with the scale it's at now. I really wanted to include a variety of awesome detailing, specifically a lot of techniques I saw in this new set. I wanted to go ahead and include that in this alternate build as well. Just a couple more size comparisons between the ATRTs. Once again, here is kind of their side view. And here you have a look at them kind of side to side from the front view. And once again, you can see that alternate build just slightly smaller, but really kind of at that perfect almost minifigure scale. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the ATRT alternate build. Starting off, I did make sure that this was kind of as stable as possible with the pieces I had. So you can go ahead, play around with it. It won't break, it's pretty stable all throughout. But starting off with the front of the build, I absolutely loved how the build looked in the original set, so I kind of wanted to keep it as close to that as possible, utilizing all the different stickered pieces. And overall, I think that turned out really good. So you could see I kind of used all the different sticker detailing here, and overall, I'm really happy with that. Moving along, you have the kind of main turret or the main blaster of the ATRT. Now in this case, since of course parts were limited, that kind of bar holder that's holding that candle piece is sadly in light bluish gray, which isn't the most accurate. But if you do have a decent parts collection, you can easily switch that out with a black colored piece. Moving along, here's a quick look at the side of the build. So you can see again some nice detailing with the use of some of those ingot pieces and the grill pieces. You have some nice kind of shaping on the legs using some of those kind of modified tiles. The original set had those large 1x4 Technic bricks with the hinges on the two sides. I really didn't want to include that because I really felt that made the ATRT as a whole oversized, but there were quite a few different modified plates and kind of those hinge plates that I was easily able to kind of recreate the shaping of the legs. Moving along here, let's take a look quickly at the back. Again, not much really in terms of really detailing, but overall you can see some nice more color to the legs. You can see a better look at some of the rest of the ATRT build. The nice antennas on the back, which I did end up just using the same ones from the original set, even if they are a little bit oversized. And finally, here you can see a bit more of the kind of seating area. So similar to the set, it has a pretty similar design where you can kind of take that Clone Trooper and just add him on that modified tile. Now, the one thing that I really wasn't able to include that I was a little bit disappointed with was the actual handle for the Clone Trooper to ride the ATRT with. There just wasn't enough space kind of in that section to include the handle. Plus, the actual modified plate with the clip that was used to connect the handle was actually added on to the bottom here to fit the blaster or the turret. So sadly, I couldn't include the actual handle, but I think it's alright. If you have an extra one of those modified plates, you can easily replace that 1x2 rounded plate. It is a little cramped, you won't really be able to hold the handle, so because of that I just decided to omit it, but I think it's alright. It's a small little sacrifice, but overall, the ATRT I think has turned out great. And that'll do it for this awesome alternate ATRT build for set number 75431. Definitely let me know what you guys thought about this build down in the comments below. If you're going to build it, definitely let me know. If you see any mistakes, any modifications, would love to hear about those down in the comments below as well. But again, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. And here are the instructions. Thank you and happy building.